There should be, yes, it's recording. It says it's recording.
There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, it's July, what is today? July 14th?
14th, yeah.
Yes. So July 14th and, Kristen dropped off. And this is Nina. So I just wanted to put that in there so everybody knows that. So, hi, I can see her. I can see her. Hi, girl.
Awesome. So if you guys are ready, I'll kind of kick it off. But just to introduce myself, I'm Nina. I met Carrie on the Success Club trip on our cruise, and we kind of clicked right away, and our husbands both connected too. So a little bit about me. I am currently a 1-star diamond. I am part of the Bombshell Dynasty, so under Lindsay Matway. And let's see, I just became a Success Club legend. So every month since being a coach, I've hit at least Success Club 5, and I am on my way to being a Success Club 10 All-Star. And for me, Carrie and I were just kind of talking about how those live events or the big Beachbody events are game changers. So I'm a full-time teacher, my husband's a firefighter, and I have 3 kids. And I was really passionate about fitness before Beachbody came into my life. I had already started my journey, and I wanted to be a personal trainer. But I knew I couldn't do that because my husband's schedule is so unpredictable. So then Beachbody kind of fell into my lap, and I hit the ground running with it. But my intention at the beginning was just to help people. I never thought I could make it into the business that I am making it into. So with that being said, last December we had a winter retreat. We call it our Fit Family Network. So there were about 100 of us that met up in Tennessee, and we had a weekend retreat, and Scotty Hobbs was there. And there were some people from corporate there. So it was a pretty intimate retreat. And we were able to do one-on-ones with corporate. We were able to do one-on-ones with Scotty Hobbs. And that was the game changer in my business. I walked away that day saying, why not me? Like, this can totally be me. These people are no different than me. I can be a Beachbody coach that takes this to the next level, and this can be my full-time gig. So I came back in December, and for the first time decided that I was going to go all in with Beachbody, and I was going to try to retire teaching. So I am going to head into this year as a 4th grade teacher, and I'm heading into it as my last year teaching. So Morgan and I talked, and we decided that I had to be making my teaching salary with Beachbody before I could quit, because we didn't want to go backwards. We've worked so hard to get where we are today. And I'm already just about there. But since I didn't give my notice before the end of the school year, I decided to commit for 1 more school year. And then it's kind of nice and refreshing going into the school year knowing it's my own, or knowing that it's my last. So today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about a mindset. To really advance in this business, you need to have a bulletproof mindset. So I'm going to share some slides with you. Please interrupt with any questions. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen, and then I can share the slides after. But it's all about having a bulletproof mindset. So hang on 1 second as I do this. All right. So with me sharing my screen, I can't see you guys. So please interrupt if you need to. Okay, so in order to have a bulletproof mindset, you need to have belief, like belief in general. You need to have belief in yourself. You need to have belief in your vision, belief in your team, belief in the programs that Beachbody has to offer, belief in the leaders on your team, as well as the leaders in the company. So belief in the company, and then belief in Shakeology. Now, if you're finding yourself kind of stuck, or people not being attracted to you, the first thing I always tell my coaches is think of these areas and where are you lacking belief? And usually people are either lacking belief in themselves, their vision, or the actual products. And if you don't have belief in yourself, if you don't have a crystal clear vision, or if you don't have a belief in what Beachbody has to offer, then it comes across in your conversations. It comes across in your posts on Facebook as well. So when you're having a conversation with somebody and you might say, yeah, you know, there's this shake. I mean, give it a try. It's kind of a lot of money, but, you know, just give it a try. You can always get your money back. People are going to hear that. But if you're sharing your story and having belief in that product and sharing how it has changed you, Shakeology has certainly changed my health. It's given me energy, which is amazing. Then that's going to come across in my posts and in my conversations. What I think the hardest thing to overcome is belief in yourself. So often people are so insecure with invites or with their capabilities of talking to people and inspiring them. So if that's the case, then find a success partner, an accountability partner, somebody that can help you with that. Dive into personal development about building confidence and about building yourself up, because you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can be a top coach. And if you believe that you can be a top coach, then nobody is going to get in your way and stop you. But if you're lacking that belief, then the minute you hear a no or some criticism, you're going to take 10 steps back in the business. And then the last one that's really important to me is having that vision. So what do you want out of life? What are your dreams, and why do you want to work this business so hard to get there? Now, if you're just kind of like, oh, you know, it'd be nice to have a little bit of extra money, that's really not going to make you show up when you don't feel like showing up. But if you have a crystal clear vision, and if you tell the world what your vision is, people are going to laugh at you. People are going to make fun of you. But if you tell them what that is, if you share that, and if you stick to that, then nothing will stop you and you will go to the top. This is such an easy business to run, but it's also very, very complicated, and we overcomplicate it. But the only difference between an emerald coach and a top 10 coach is the mindset that they have and that belief that they have. So it's really important to ensure that you have the beliefs in all of these areas. So you also need to avoid distractions in order to have that bulletproof mindset. So I love this saying here. Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. So today I had a situation where my husband was home, our 3 kids were home, and he really wanted to go hiking. And I knew if I said yes to going hiking with him, I would have been gone all day long, and I wouldn't have done my power hour or like my business hours for the day. So for me saying yes to that, I was saying no to my business. Now, you may think like, oh, I'm skipping out on family time, and actually that family time is such a huge part of my vision. But I've been getting so much family time in that I need to kind of balance it, and I can't say yes to every opportunity that's presented to me. I need to say yes to my dreams. So yes, my dream is to be active in every single moment of my family's life, of the kids' lives, all of that. But in order for me to get there, I need to work this business, and I need to show up every day and be super committed. So in a year, I don't have to teach. Morgan doesn't have to take overtime at every opportunity. And it's almost like that year of sacrifice. Like, I need to sacrifice a little today, so next year and in the future, I can have a lot more. It's that whole be willing to sacrifice instant gratification. So a friend may call you up and may ask you to get drinks after work. And you might have to say no because you have to go home and work. And you have to kind of think, it kind of goes the same way with nutrition. You know, if you eat 5 Oreos, you're going to have instant gratification. But when you step on the scale, or in a week when you're not progressing, you're not going to be getting towards your dreams. So you have to be able to sacrifice that instant gratification. And that really just is a mindset. You have to say no to what's taking you away from your dreams. And unfortunately, sometimes that's people. Sometimes it's communicating to friends, it's communicating to your family. If they're not your supporters, sometimes you have to back away temporarily until they can support you. And then the biggest thing is share your goals with your family and come up with rewards for the sacrifices. So when I realized what my vision was in life and how this business was going to get me there, the first thing I did was sat down with my husband and I shared what my vision was, and I broke it down and I shared my action plan. And I told him exactly what I needed to do to get there, and I asked for his support. My 3 kids know exactly what I'm working for. They support me 100%, but I don't just shut them out all the time. It's kind of like when I'm home with the kids in the summer, I say, all right, today is going to be a work day. We're going to stay home. You guys can play with the neighbors. You can have friends over, but I need to get my work done today. Tomorrow will be a fun day. I'll take you to the water park. I'll take you swimming. Lots of times too, when we go out and we do stuff, like yesterday we rented a boat on the lake, and I make sure that I tell the kids, we're able to do this because of the business that I'm running. So it's really important that your family's on board with you, because if they just see you on the computer and on the phone all the time and they don't understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, they're not going to support you, and it's just going to cause conflict. But you want your family and your friends to be the biggest supporters of you. Next, the number one excuse that I hear from people is, I don't have any time. And I have a hard time when people say that to me, because like I said, I work a full-time job. My husband at a minimum works 48 straight hours. He was recently gone for 14 straight days on a wildfire. I have 3 kids that are all in school. Being a teacher, I have to take work home. There's grading, there's planning, there's meetings outside of school. So I don't have time. Like, I legitimately don't have time. But I look for little areas that I can find time. So one of the things that I do, even on summer break when I don't have to wake up and go to work, I still set my alarm and wake up at 4:30 every morning. That to me is like what I call my sacred time. From 4:30 to 6, I can sit down at the table undistracted, and I can get all of my work done. I can get all my invites out. I can get all of my new friends added, check into all of my groups, do all of that stuff. I get creative with personal development. Whenever I'm driving, I'm always listening to the national wake-up calls, to recorded team calls, or I listen to personal development on Audible. And the kids benefit from it too. It's in the car, they're listening to it. I always find something that they can, be motivated by and grow from as well. But one of the things is, if you really do feel like you're strapped from time, they say the average person has 2.5 hours that they waste on a daily basis. So if you think about it, where can you shave off time? And it's something as simple as those extra 5 minutes you spend in bed, or maybe even more if you're a snooze button hitter. It's the extra 5 minutes that you have in the shower. Or because of a lack of planning, it's the extra 10 minutes here and there as you're scrambling to figure things out. But if you start with a plan, if you stick with that plan and kind of look at your day, look at the areas where you can shave that time off. One of the things I had to give up was watching TV. I don't watch TV at all anymore because that's not getting me to my dreams. So it's just kind of looking at that. You have to choose how you want to spend your time. And no matter what, no matter how busy you are, no matter how little bit of time you have to do 3 things for your business. So there are going to be days, you might be traveling, you might be on vacation, emergencies come up. Like, it's real life that we're all living. But even on those toughest days, on the days that you're strapped for time, you have to at least do 3 things for your business every day. And on those really tough days, the 3 things might be drinking your Shakeology, getting a workout in, and maybe posting a sweaty selfie or posting once on Facebook. But you have to show up every day and never ever use time as an excuse. So no matter what, keep to your commitments. So if you came into this business and you committed to this business, make sure that you're sticking to those. You can't use your excuses to disempower your goals and dreams. We can all come up with excuses. We can all validate our excuses, but all that's doing is saying our goals and our dreams aren't worth it. Like, they're not that important to us, or they can wait. And we really can't do that. We owe ourselves more than that. The 4 vital behaviors are non-negotiable. So every single day, even if you just do a couple invites or a couple, a little bit of recognition, or maybe it's just like a page or two of personal development. You have to do it. The only way you're going to grow your business is by doing those 4 vital behaviors. And then don't overcomplicate things. So like I said, it's a very simple business. In about 5 minutes, you could learn the necessities for this business. Do the workouts, drink the shake, post about it, tell your friends about it, and have them join you. That's how simple this business is. But we overcomplicate it by thinking way too much about it, by letting our fear get in our way. And it really is all about that mindset. So if you want to be a top coach, even if it's just, you want to be a 5-star diamond, that's as far as you want to go, or you want to be a 2-star diamond, you can do that. You just have to start thinking that you're that person already, and then start acting that way already. Because the only difference between you and Melanie Mitro is the mindset. It's as simple as that. They're no different than you in any other way. So lastly, I have a call to action for you. Ask yourself and think about this. I don't want you to answer it right now, but I want you to think about it. Maybe talk to your family about it. Maybe talk to the accountability partner. But what would you do if you couldn't fail? So specifically thinking about it related to the business, related to Beachbody coaching. If you couldn't fail and nobody would judge you, what would you do and what would you want from this business? So think about what it is that's holding you back and identify those fears and then face them. And that really is the golden ticket to this business. And once you can do that, you can create your crystal clear vision and make sure you share that with your family, and make sure you share it with your team, your upline, so your upline can support you in getting there. And then even the coaches underneath you, because they're going to be the ones that get you there. If they know what you're working for, they're going to have more buy-in, and they're going to show up and be there for you too. And every day, make sure you remind yourself of that vision and work harder and work hard to get there. So not sure what that little typo is. But I'm going to get out of the share here. But that's really what I have for you. It really is about the mindset. And I think all of us can create that mindset. All of us can get wherever we want to get, but we have to believe that we can get there. And then we have to start acting like we are already there. So what questions do you guys have for me?
You guys will have to unmute yourself because you're muted. So if you have any questions, I see Tressie joined us. Hi, Tressie. We can't see you, babe.
We see her ceiling.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Kristen, if you have any questions, babe, just type that in and we'll answer that or say it out loud for you. Oh, there's a husband. I think that was amazing, Nina. Thank you so much for that. I think it is a problem a lot of people have, is that they overcomplicate things and they think too much. I actually was thinking about I'm going to issue a challenge to everybody in our team, because most of my active coaches are newer coaches, so they haven't been active for very long. So I've got to figure out a prize for it, but I'm going to ask them to commit to 30 days and just post every day that they worked out. I don't care what else they do. Just every day, one post a day, and then if they reach that 30 days, I'm going to have a prize for them. So
one thing we're currently doing in our team group is we're using it as an accountability group right now. So we are all doing 21 Day Fix Extreme together. And every single day we're posting our sweaty selfies. Because if we become the best challengers, like as a coach, you want to be the best challenger that you know, the best challenger in your challenge group. And if we're posting in our group and we're seeing the other coaches doing this and we're being the best challengers we can be, then guess what? You're going to start sharing that, and people are going to see that, and it's going to help your business as well. So that has been, I think on week 2 of it, and it's going really well. And people see the sweaty selfies in the team page, so then they post them on their page, and it just gets things going.
I think for me is just the lack of finding the accountability partner, because I tell you what, I stay so stinking busy. I mean, I've written out schedules, I've done everything, and sticking to the schedule is really bad because, like you, I stay busy. I work 40 hours a week for my regular job. Mondays and Fridays, I'm up for 24 hours at a time. Plus, I'm very active in my church. So Wednesdays and Sundays are totally filled up. And now I'm doing school on top of it. So trying to fit all of that in, plus doing this, because my goal is to get to where I don't have to work that 24 hours on Monday and Friday nights anymore, because it's very exhausting to the point of tears, actually. So, and I know it also affects me being able to actually get people, because that's where my struggle's been. Is I'm kind of like the dog chasing its tail right now, because of the fact that no matter what I do and how I plan it, I'm not able to get on Facebook like I really want to. I don't get workouts like I need to, so those don't get posted. So it ends up being really hard. And so I guess probably finding the accountability partner is going to be the big thing for me. I don't know what else to try.
And my suggestion with that is start with the basics. Start by being a product of the product. Make sure you're drinking your shake every single day. If you can't get your workouts in, make sure your nutrition is dialed in. And that's what you share. And if it's just a 30, second, snap a picture, post it on Facebook, and share that story. I don't have time. I'm running ragged. I'm exhausted, but at least I know I can feel my body, so I can be the best I can be. And don't overcomplicate yourself with schedules, with, all of that other stuff. Just start at that basics and go back to you being a challenger. Be a product of the product, see if you can get that 30-minute workout in, whether it's waking up earlier or doing a schedule where those 2 days that you're working straight through, those are your rest days, and maybe you're just working out 5 days a week. But start there and then start sharing that. And then the rest you can build upon after. But it's really just, it's sharing you and sharing you, your story, your why, and you being a product of the product.
Tracy, do you have any questions, babe? She's frozen, so I'm not sure if she's still on or not. Kristen, you sure you don't have anything? It's so good to see your face. Kristen came to me as a free coach that I earned. Wow. So I cannot wait to actually meet her. She is amazing. Love her. She has such can you talk? Can you hear, or can you unmute yourself? She has her team name and all that. She has such a creative, yeah, she's amazing. Love her. Oh, there's Tracy too. Tracy unmuted herself.
Yes, I unmuted myself. Sorry.
Okay.
Kids,
Kristen,
we're trying to get them into bed, so I'm doing both.
If you're on a computer, Kristen, it's the bottom left for the mute. Oh, Tracy, I hear crickets or cicadas.
Yeah, I'm outside on my front porch.
I love it. You can see the back of Nina's place. She's got a bunch of trees and stuff too. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Do you have any questions, Tracy?
No, not really.
Okay. And Kristen ended up, we lost her thing again. I don't know what she's got going on. Well, Nina, I really, really, really appreciate you taking the time out for this. I think that was amazing. She's back. You'll have to type it. I can't hear you.
How about now?
There you go. There you are.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't have any questions.
All that for no questions.
All of that. But I figured it out. So there we go.
Yep. Well, very good. I really appreciate you all being on the call. I think I probably was supposed to be doing this for a long time, but I've never led anybody before, so I'm trying to figure this out myself. And I'm loving it. I love how patient you guys have been with me, and I will figure it out. I've got calls lined up for the next month, and we're going to keep them on this day and time and see how it goes. So, again, just thank you very much, Nina, for taking this time out of your family time, because I've heard your kids. And
yeah, they're all running around. Thank you for having me.
And thanks, Carrie, because this is actually great, because I can't ever make the ones for the Team Infinity. So these are like for our own personal team, these are perfect days for me. Thursdays are like awesome.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. It was great to see your faces. We'll try it again next week. You know how to reach me if you need anything. So, mwah. Love you guys. Thanks, Nina.
Have a good
We'll
night.
talk.
Thank you.